नमस्कार। मैं हिंदी में भी बोलूँगा, इंग्लिश में भी बोलूँगा, एज एंड व्हेन द सिचुएशन डिमांड्स। 13वां अध्याय। 13वें अध्याय का पहला श्लोक कभी कभी कुछ भगवत गीता में मिलता नहीं है, होता नहीं है, प्रिंट नहीं होता। इसलिए कभी कभी श्लोक जो होते हैं, श्लोक उनके नंबर करेस्पॉन्ड नहीं करते। 25वां श्लोक जो होता है कभी कभी 24वां मिल सकता है आपको। 13वां अध्याय ही ऐसा है जिसमें ये अंतर हो सकता है। बाकी सब अध्याय जो होते हैं उनमें श्लोक के नंबर जो होते हैं वही होते हैं। 13वें अध्याय में कभी कभी 24 जो है 25 लग सकता है, या 12 जो है 13 लग सकता है। एक श्लोक का अंतर हो सकता है। देयर मे बी अ डिफरेंस ऑफ वन नंबर इन चैप्टर 13। चैप्टर 13 ऑफ भगवत गीता इज रेफर्ड टू एज अध्याय 13। चैप्टर इज रेफर्ड टू एज अध्याय। श्लोक में क्या लिखा है देखते हैं। संस्कृत में एवरी अल्फ़ाबेट, प्रत्येक अक्षर रेलेवेंट होता है, लेकिन इसमें जोड़ाक्षर होते हैं। फॉर एग्जाम्पल ध्यानेनात्मनि, ये दो लफ्ज़ों का, दो शब्दों का जोड़ाक्षर है। दिस इज ध्यानेन प्लस आत्मनि। पश्यन्ति इज वन वर्ड। केचि दा, केचित इज सम। आत्मान आत्मना, these are three words. Actually this is kechit atmanam atmana. Sanskrit has many combined words, jodakshar. अन्ये सांख्येन योगेन कर्म योगेन चापरे। अन्ये is one word, सांख्येन is one word, योगेन is one word, कर्म योगेन, this is more or less one word. Karm and yog, karma yogen. So one can say this is one word. Chapre is ch apare. Ch plus apare. Ch is end. देखो, जब भी आप ट्रांसलेशन पढ़ोगे, ट्रांसलेशंस आर जनरली गिवन एज समरी ऑफ द एंटायर श्लोक, ट्रांसलेशन ऑफ द होल. बट individually, if you see each and every word and translate it accurately, maybe by seeing various sources, various dictionaries of Sanskrit to English or Sanskrit to Hindi, तो आपको सही मतलब पता चलेगा. ध्यानेन आत्मनि पश्यन्ति केचित् आत्मानं आत्मना, अन्ये सांख्येन योगेन कर्मयोगेन चापरे. ये श्लोक रेलिवेंट है जानने के लिए द वेरियस मोड्स, MODES, मोड्स, वेरियस रूट्स टू डू वेल इन लाइफ. ये पश्यन्ति का मतलब है वॉचिंग, सीइंग. सीइंग व्हाट? द एंटायर क्वेश्चन हियर इज seeing the best self of self. That is what in the context it means. Seeing God within self, or seeing a fraction of God within self. When this is done by each and every person, each and every person will get the best self out. Because the word God or super soul is the word that is used for something that is best, or something that is the most vibrant or most useful, or anything that is seen as very prosperous or of great strength. No person can be so strong that he can create the universe. Every person can be the best self of himself or herself. That is what seeing God in self means, or seeing a fraction of God in self. becoming the best in terms of righteousness and becoming the best in terms of some proficiency, शुद्धि और सिद्धि। ये हिंदी का और इस्तेमाल किया मैंने, एंड इन इंग्लिश, शुद्धि एंड सिद्धि, which means righteousness at its best and proficiency at its best. That is what God is, as far as individual definition of God is concerned. God as creator of the universe, that's a different concept. Now, there cannot be a person who can be called God, but when each person believes that he is a fraction of God, that is a part of this universe, of the better part of this universe, that is when everything becomes more righteous, everything becomes more proficient. That is exactly what this shloka is. This shloka tells about three methods and combination of these three methods to become the best version of self. One is dhyan, dhyanena atmani. Second is Saankhy, which means collective knowledge. And third is Karm, which means proficient work. The word yoga is referred to in different contexts. Generally, the word yoga in Bhagavad-GITA is used to mean extreme proficiency. When the expression Saankhy Yoga is used, it means extreme proficiency acquired through collective knowledge, accumulated knowledge. When the expression Karma Yoga is used, it means extreme proficiency that a person acquires by doing the best of karma. Best of karma is best of activity. Karma is activity. Broadly speaking, karma means anything that is done by a human being. In the other context, karma also can mean other things, which other things are not relevant for this purpose, for the purpose of this shlok. So, there are three paths, three routes which are pointed out in this shlok for becoming the best version of self. One is focus, dhyan, dhyanena atmani, pashyanti. Pashyanti is seeing self or introspecting. Saankhyen yogin, through cumulative knowledge. And third, karma yogin, proficient work as a method, as a route to be the best version of self. I'll give you an example. Saankhy yogin, you will see many proficient, educated persons. They do well in life, they make a name for themselves, they earn enough money also by behaving righteously, by doing whatever they have learned as work. That is Saankhy Yoga. When it is done at its very best level, it is called Saankhy Yoga. Some learning everybody does. But when the cumulative learning is of extreme depth in the field chosen, that is called Saankhy Yoga. Yoga, I'll highlight. Yoga is an expression which is used in Bhagavad Gita only when extreme proficiency is acquired in both righteousness and in the field chosen. When it is Saankhy, which means cumulative knowledge, it is achieving this yoga through highest level of, best level of, most proficient level of cumulative knowledge. Karma Yoga, I'll give example. Sportsmen, Olympic gold medalists, they don't have a lot of cumulative knowledge, but they have used karma as a method of acquiring the best within themselves, or getting the best out of themselves rather. That is karma yogin. By the method of karma, the best of sportsmen, Olympic gold medal winners, for example, World Cup champions. Third is dhyanen. Dhyan is focus. This is the third method, or the first rather. it is mentioned in the shloka as the first method, which means that dhyan is a method of acquiring the best within self. Dhyan is focus. Some people will also refer to dhyan as meditation. Actually, it can be seen as meditation when used in the context. It can also be used as focus, concentrated effort. This is the path which can get the best out of self. This is what is mentioned in the Bhagavad-Gita. Focus is the way to excel, to do well. When the word excelling is used in Bhagavad-Gita, it means yoga, I have already mentioned. Excelling means getting the best out of self. That best out of self could be fifth, it could be first, it could be 100th, it could be first. Not all persons are the same. Not all persons have the same physique. Not all persons have the same height. Not all persons have the same weight. Not all persons have the same brains. There is some minimum level that every person is born with, but there are maximum levels possible, which means that there can be variations. There can be variations in the levels that persons possess. A person is born with some level, and to use that level well, one needs dhyan, one needs Saankhy, and one needs Karm. It's the combination of these three methods that gets the best out of human beings: focus, cumulative knowledge, and proper, proficient work. When these three things are combined, a person excels and does well in life, prospers. These are the methods which Bhagavad Gita recommends in shlok 25, which is sometimes referred as shlok 24 in chapter 13, that is ADHYAAY 13. The word Bhagavad Gita is sometimes written as Bhagwat-GITA. Ka and ga, ta and da are often used synonymously many a times in Sanskrit. Bhagavad-Gita is also referred to as Bhagwat-Gita. Similarly, there are some words which are interchangeably used, some alphabets which are interchangeably used. Know this while understanding Bhagavad Gita. May God bless everyone. I want to specifically add that there is no Hindu God, there is no Christian God, there is no Muslim God, there is no Jain God, there is no Sikh God mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita contains a philosophy for righteous growth. The different religions are not mentioned in Bhagavad Gita at all. There is no hatred mentioned towards any religion in Bhagavad Gita. All religions are paths to the same creator of the universe. There cannot be 55 creators of the universe. There cannot be even 5 or 7 creators of the universe. There are no different creators of the universe mentioned anywhere in Bhagavad Gita. Dharma in Bhagavad Gita is referred to as righteousness, the ideal way of living. Righteousness combined with proficiency.